Good morning, Reach. What's going on? I hope you guys are doing super well. I hope you guys are just having an awesome time in lockdown. Um, for those of you who have been with us, as you've seen, we've started a new topic this week, which was introed awesome yesterday by so many of you guys, just saying and answering the question of what God has done for you, um, which is just beautiful to see all you guys and hear what He has done for you in your life now and just over the years. It's just super encouraging just to see what God is doing in your lives and in the lives of those around us. Today we're going to be in the book of Colossians. We went through it a while ago, but we're going back in there. It's just such a beautiful book written by Paul and to a church in the city of Colossae. It's just a beautiful, beautiful book. So today we are in chapter 1, verse 13 and 14, and it says, "He has delivered us from the domain of darkness and transferred us to the kingdom of His beloved Son, in whom we have redemption, the forgiveness of sins." It's just a beautiful, beautiful passage showing us what God has done. Now, from here we see Paul writing that He has delivered us from the domain of darkness. Now, if you want to look at it in a different light or in different words, he's saying that God has rescued us. He has pulled us out of the domain of darkness. Now, this domain of darkness, what is that? What does that mean? Now, I want you guys to think of the domain of darkness as rather not a kingdom, not this almighty thing, but rather the domain of darkness. Look at it as sin, as sickness, as death. All of these things fall into that domain of darkness. They are part of darkness. And all of those things make up that domain. So what Paul is saying here is that we've been rescued from that. We've been pulled out of that. We've been pulled out of this domain, all of our sin and our sickness and this death. We've been pulled out of that. And what has He done? He has transferred us to the kingdom of His beloved Son. He has taken us out of that domain of darkness, and He hasn't just left us there. He hasn't pulled us out and then just stuck us there, put us in a goldfish bowl and then poke it with their finger every now and again just to see if we're doing something. No, He's taken us out and He's put us into the kingdom of His Son. Now, who is His Son? Jesus Christ. He has taken us out and He's put us into Jesus' kingdom, which is the kingdom of heaven. It's the kingdom of light, of life, of love, grace, peace, and mercy. That is what He has done for us. Now, you see, if we go back to last week and we listened to Abigail's devotion, she was saying that Jesus Christ came not to condemn the world, but to save the world. And that's what Paul is almost reiterating here, is that Jesus came and He pulled us out of that domain of darkness. He pulled us out of our sin and He saved us from it by pouring out His love and pouring out His grace on the cross for us and for our sins. And it's just beautiful to see the way that Paul has put it in, how we have gone from one place, we have been transformed and we have been transferred into the kingdom of Christ and into the kingdom of heaven. You see, before we knew Jesus, before we put our trust in Jesus, we had no access to God. We could not come to God. We could not come before God. But because of what Jesus did, He transformed us and He transferred us into a new person, into a new body, into a new life, so that we could come before God, so that we could come to know him, so that we could enter into the kingdom of heaven. Again, Wesley said the other day, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and he's the only way to the Father. And it's just beautiful, again, the way that Paul has put this, how we have been rescued. Now, there's a contrast here, because you can't be rescued and then need to be rescued again. Once you are rescued, you are rescued. You have been saved from that darkness. You have been saved. No matter what you do, no matter what you say or think, no matter how far you think you've gone, you have been rescued and you have been put into this kingdom. You have been transformed. So I want to encourage you guys today. We have been transformed. We have been made new in Jesus' love and his grace. And we have been made into something perfect before God. We have been rescued from our sin. We have been rescued from the darkness. And we have been put into the light. We have been taken to the light and transferred and transformed, so that we might come to Jesus. And the beautiful thing about this all is that it's all given to us. We don't have to work for it. We don't have to do anything for it. It's been given to us. This is God's grace that he pours out on us. So I want to encourage you guys this morning. I want to encourage you that when you think you are so far gone, you're not. You have been rescued. You have been rescued, and you will always be rescued. So don't worry, don't stress, because God's got you. 3 questions for this morning that I just want you guys to think about and just ask yourself. So the first one is, how have you been rescued from the domain of darkness? In your own personal journey, how have you been rescued? The second one is, how does it feel to know that you have been rescued from this domain of darkness? And the third one is, what does it mean to you that you have been rescued and transformed into a new person and into the kingdom of heaven? Guys, I really just want to encourage you this morning. I really hope this is an encouragement, and I really hope that the rest of the week is an encouragement just to see what God has done for you. Until then, guys, it's been awesome. It's been amazing. Peace out.